Hello, my friends, and welcome back to our continued Bond Let's Play of Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. This is Case 5, Tournament of Revolution. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and this music. This music tells you everything you need to know about what we're about to dive into. Let's go. I hope y'all having a wonderful, fantastic day today. This is insanity. Bagunga! Apollo, what are you? Do you realize what you're proposing?
Objection!
I demand an explanation, Mr. Justice. I don't know when or why Dhurke was murdered, but the facts and evidence speak for themselves. And this is where they led me. I see. After Inga's murder, Dhurke and Maya were the only ones in the tomb. But if one of them was actually dead and being channeled by Amor, but it can't be, can it? Dhurke's bloodstain at the scene of the crime was the clincher for me. He wasn't even injured, so how could he have possibly bled that much? The only logical explanation is Dhurke had also been murdered.
Objection!
That's enough. Your explanation cannot be the truth. And you would not dare to claim to have proof to support the assertion. Oh, the dots. Nayuta. I wish it weren't true. I wish with all my heart that I'm wrong. But as much as I don't want to believe it, yes, I can prove it. You can? Dhurke's killer must have hidden his body. It would have to be somewhere nobody would ever look. And there's only one such place, the sarcophagus. You truly have proof. The fastest way would be to actually have someone go check the tomb. Go check the tomb, but why? Because I believe Dhurke's killer hid his body here.
Take that!
You would suggest Queen Amar's sarcophagus, the only place in the tomb that no one would dare to look. Plus, a killer would soon become trapped by hiding in there. But a body, well, that's a horse of a different color. Which means... Urgh! I believe we must search the sarcophagus at once. Your Eminence, being that Queen Amor yet lives, I trust we may now open it. If we must... Your Majesty, I believe Detective Sky is still there at the tomb. Let us contact her at once and have her conduct a full investigation into the matter. Now then, Detective Sky, your report, if you please. Yes, what did you find? I'll start with my findings. Please, please. Please let me be wrong about this. Which is crazy, because the only way we can win this case if he's right, but at the same time, it's your dad, man. Or... yeah, it's your dad, okay? I'm not gonna go with this false nonsense. It's your dad, and your dad. I mean, it sucks. I just want things to be as they were. A search at the sarcophagus revealed the body that appears to be several days old. Several days? Body? Detective Sky, tell me it wasn't Dhurke. Tell me my whole theory was completely off base. I have a photo of the body. And I have proof. I have positively identified it as... Oh! Dhurke Sahdmadhi. Dhurke! No! Why? Why did this have to happen? Dang it, Dhurke, answer me! How can this be? Huh? Ha ha ha. Heck is laughing. Oh, shut up, you. That traitorous snake, the very head of the insurgency, murdered? Oh, what a joyous day! Those fools shouting for change and revolution will finally return to whatever rocks they crawled out from under. Can't wait to take down that witch. What was I even fighting for? Apollo. What am I supposed to do now? Son. A lawyer. Should never look the way you do right now. A dragon never yields. Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard. Never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey to the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get the truth. Dhurke, what if the truth is that you're... Apollo, in court tomorrow. You may find yourself faced with a truth that is difficult to accept. But I know you, and I know you can handle the truth, no matter how or what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son, after all. You really deny me that much, Dhurke? Dhurke, I think I finally understand. I can't yield. Not now. Not ever! Not after Dhurke believed in me despite knowing what was about to happen. Besides, Dhurke left me with two things I must do. Are you alright, Apollo? Sorry about that, Mr. Wright. But I'm fine now. Apollo? Detective Sky! Yes. How sure are you that the body's been there for a few days? I'm positive. No autopsy's been performed yet, but I'd say it's at least been 3 days. Fortunately, the low temperature inside the sarcophagus kept it from decaying. Oh, in the chest area bore 3 gunshot wounds from a small caliber weapon. I believe they are the cause of death. More than 3 days have passed since death. He was shot 3 times in the chest. At least 3 days, huh? That means Dhurke was already dead by the time he came back to visit me in the States. Ow! But then who was channeling him? That's a very good question, Mega Man. I think it would have to be someone who could get into and stay in the US without arousing suspicion. Yet also had a solid cover story so it wouldn't be seen as missing. I believe this is who was channeling Dhurke when I saw him in the States. There's only one person I can think of who has easy access to the States.
Take that!
Maya? Oh, I see. She was being held hostage at the time, so she sent him. So it seemed only natural that she wasn't around. Right, and do you remember what she said earlier? Man, to channel someone for 3 days? So please, just tell me, what exactly are you hiding? She couldn't remember. Sorry, but I promised Dhurke I wanted to say. You made a promise to Dhurke? Mm-hmm, a pretty big one. That he wasn't dead. Dhurke didn't want his own death to be known. The other members of the Defiant Dragons would lose all hope if they found out. And that would snuff out the flames of a revolution for good. Miss Fey, Dhurke told you to keep quiet about this, didn't he? I guess it's no use hiding it anymore. Yes, I promised not to tell. Dhurke made me a promise before he died. So I was right then. Apollo? There's something I need to tell you. It's about, you know, Dhurke's final moments. Hmm? I'm listening, Miss Faye. Could we do a Divination Séance on Dhurke to see how he died? Because if so, wouldn't that tell us who killed him? Well, that's never worked so far. But I mean, it could tell us a lot, right? What happened in his final moments? It was soon after he was kidnapped. Dhurke paid me a visit to that tomb where I was being held captive. I'd say it was a few days before Minister Inga's murder. Hey, young lady. Time to get you up and out of here. Uh-oh. Huh? It's that revolutionary guy. I'm here to rescue you. You are? Why? I figured things were a little too quiet with their stamp-sucking scumbag. So I started digging around. That's when I found out that you'd been abducted. But why would a rebel help me? Let's go before it's too late. It already is for you, pal. Who's this? Is that Queen? Oh, this guy. It's a long time no see, rebel blowhard. Inga, I know you're up to something. I'm going to find out what. But Jesus God! Oh. Urgh. Wasn't expecting that. Guess we don't need Divination Séance to figure out who killed Dhurke then. That's good as smart. Yeah, you're becoming real thorn in my side, you see. So it's time for you to be pushing up them daisies. Jesus God! Dhurke! Huh. Did you really think a piece shooter like that could kill a dragon? Out with you. It's the one he missed. What are you, some kind of freak? Nice to this. Dhurke was shot several times, but he barely even flinched. He sacrificed himself for me. Arg, these ropes! Arg, I gotta help you. Relax. It's going to be okay. Sorry, things turned out this way. It doesn't look like I have much longer. No, don't say that. You're a spirit medium, aren't you? When I'm gone, I want you to channel my spirit. Stop it! Don't give up like that! If you do, tying a rope like that to be child's play. No! Please hang in there! You can still make it! Promise me one thing, young lady. It's about my son. Dhurke was talking about you, Apollo. He said he wanted to see you one last time. So he asked me to return to the US to channel his spirit. He really said that. Mm-hmm. He also said he's been meaning to visit you for years, but kept putting it off. And that this was his last chance. You just show up here without warning after all this time. What gives? I came all this way to see you, son. Come, rejoice. Right. Why'd you tell me the real reason you're here? Dhurke. He really did come to the US because he wanted to see me. I guess this means it was Inga that hid Dhurke's body in the sarcophagus after Maya left the tomb. Apollo, you can't stop now. Dhurke would want you to keep pressing on. I know, Miss Fey, and I won't disappoint him. Defense, if you're ready to proceed, I would first have you answer this. Do you believe the accuser's death will impact what we know about this case? Absolutely. Yes, and I can believe I can explain everything now. Very well, your explanation, if you would, please. Dhurke entered the tomb at 3 p.m., the time the hostage exchange was to take place. Or rather, Dhurke as channeled by Miss Fey did. Now, by the time he entered the tomb at 3 p.m., Mr. Inga was already dead. I say that because we know the Mister was murdered at 2 p.m. But there was someone else in there. The person was already hiding in the tomb, waiting to channel Dhurke and place a Miss Fey. I mean, I want to say Garon, but I have a feeling it's actually Nana.
Take that!
Oh. Wait, should it have been the other one? It was you, wasn't it? Okay, it looks like by saying Nana, I also said Amor, which is what I meant to do. The fact of the matter is, Queen Amor killed Miss Inga at 2 p.m. I'm really glad they did that as well, because I didn't realize that Amor was added to the list. So, yeah, thank you, game. That was really good of you. She then went to his private quarters to channel his spirit. The minister, thinking it was going to be late, hurried to the tomb for the hostage exchange. But once in the tomb, Queen Amor stopped channeling Minister Inga and hid herself. Then, when Dhurke entered at 3 p.m., she stuck up from behind and forcibly drove Dhurke's spirit out of Miss Fey's body. Oh, wow. Drove his spirit out of her body. Impossible.
Objection!
Actually, there is a way to do that. With a Magatama of parting, that is. I remember that. Using one, anyone could drive a spirit out of a person's body, even if it refused to leave. Are you telling me that extra pale brown Magatama in the tomb was... Oh, that it was. That's right, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi. And you've seen one in action before. You saw how the glowing red Magatama sent the High Priest back to the Twilight Realm. And how it turned a spent pale brown afterwards. I totally forgot about that! Dang it! In other words, the brown Magatama found in the tomb looks that way because its power had been used up in pushing Dhurke's spirit out of Miss Maya Fey's body, right? I probably passed out as soon as Dhurke's spirit left my body. I was exhausted after channeling it for so long after all. After that, Queen Amor must have dressed Miss Fey in the usual outfit and tied her up. I'm not sure where she got the outfit, but we could assume she had it all planned out. Then Queen Amor must have changed into Dhurke's clothes, smeared the blood onto them, picked up the knife, and channeled Dhurke's spirit. That's how she made it look like Dhurke had committed the crime. And that's how she escaped, right under our noses. I don't know how, Apollo. The whole thing still seems a little bit far-fetched. Dhurke. What was going through your mind while all this was unfolding? So ultimately it was all for naught. Nayuta? Those dreams of evolution Dhurke was always spouting. They placed nothing but false hope in the minds of the people. And in the end, they were simply fantasies. Nayuta, how can you? Karma has spoken. The dream of evolution has withered on the vine. Its fate is sealed. The other insurgents will soon wake from their shattered dreams. No, Dhurke's dreams can't die like this. I'm not going to sit back and just let that happen. I can't, and I won't. Nayuta, don't forget that Dhurke's been proven innocent. His name is no longer tainted by the charge of murder. Now, the rebels and their sympathizers have been calling for his release. He can't be charged with abetting the accused. So the revolution is far from over. It's only just begun.
Objection.
No. Dhurke has not yet been proven innocent. He had merely indicated the possibility of his innocence. What do you mean? Dhurke is indeed dead. However, what if it was Dhurke who killed Minister Inga while being channeled by Miss Fey? And while the crime could have occurred at 2 p.m., you have yet to substantially prove it. Or do you have conclusive proof that the time of the minister's death was at 2 p.m.? Well, no, I don't, but... It seems further testimony will be required of me. As it would appear that I have fallen under suspicion, I would like to state my case. Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, the rebellion must be stuffed out once and for all. You must prove Dhurke Sahdmadhi to be the foul murderer that he was. And every last insurgent and their sympathizers must be found guilty under the Defense Culpability Act. That's a lot of deaths. As you wish, Why is Nayuta doing this? Khura'in shouldn't have him under her thumb anymore. Amor is not a hostage, so what gives? Nayuta, what's to chain you to her like this? Very well then, Queen Amor. Please proceed with your additional testimony. You have no proof.
Well done, lawyer. You have painted me as a killer, with nothing but your silver tongue. However, you have no evidence proving your distasteful theory. Furthermore, Dhurke could have committed the crime while being channeled by Miss Fey. Now, let us end this charade. For the eternal glory of Khura'in and its people.
Do you understand now, you putrid pepper? There is no point in defending Dhurke any longer. It's all been in vain. Let it go and move on, right? Well, not today.
Your theories, but a pillar of salt that crumbles at the slightest breeze. But no more. This ends here and now.
The defense may proceed with its cross-examination. You have no proof.
Well done, lawyer. You have painted me as a killer with nothing but your silver tongue.
Hold it!
Convincing others is all part of a lawyer's trade, so I'll take that as a compliment.
You would, wouldn't you? I suppose you had deceived countless souls with your lies. But I should not be surprised concerning that you learned from him.
Him? You mean Dhurke, right?
Yes, the man who deceived and seduced me. A grand priestess with a silver tongue.
We are still talking about this case, right?
Surely you have heard of a lady falling for the wrong man before. Ah, but to think that I, of all people, would fall under that devil's spell.
Wow, how did they ever get together in the first place, let alone procreate?
I would advise you all here today to beware this liar's silver tongue. Lest too you are justly painted as a criminal as I have been. However, you have no evidence proving your distasteful theory.
Hold it!
I admit, I don't have any solid evidence yet. But you're the only one who could have committed the crime.
What on earth do you mean?
Including Miss Fey, there are only 3 spirit mediums in Khura'in. Furthermore, when the crime scene was first discovered, Queen Khura'in was with me and Mr. Wright, while Miss Fey was tied up in the tomb. That means that the Dhurke that we saw after the minister's murder could have only been channeled by you, Queen Amara. Jeez. Eek, forgive us, your merciful is. Really, your majesty?
Objection!
But you have considered the following defense. What if there was, unbeknownst to us, another spirit medium in Khura'in? Really? And you call me far-fetched.
Objection!
Oh, come on! Exactly!
Shut to them!
Stop interrupting me. You lack the evidence to support your claim that Queen Amor is the killer. Which is why you've had to use the process of elimination to zero in on her. If therefore stands to reason that you would have to rule out all other possibilities as well. Well, can you eliminate the possibility of another spirit medium defense? Can you show evidence of it? I mean, that's your job. My job is to create reasonable doubt. Of course I can't. Under the circumstances, Apollo, there are two ways to establish Amor's guilt. We either prove she killed Inga, or prove she was in the tomb. Which one can I actually prove? I think there's more evidence to probably say the second one than the first one. I can prove that Queen Amor was in the tomb when the murder occurred. It seems your ever-bent epitome as the killer. Well, the shoe fits, lady. Very well, let us see some evidence that proves I was at the scene of the crime. You do have some, do you not? There's nothing to prove I was even at the scene of the crime. I mean, there's this. Is she wearing one of these? No, she does have green on her, but I don't think those are anything. The only thing I can think of here is that there was a fingerprint found. But I don't really think I have any evidence to say the gem's on him. Looks like someone took it off his neck. Like, did she pick it up to look at it?
Hold it!
By suddenly changing it to Dhurke's clothes and channeling his spirit. It's a fact that the killer altered the crime scene. How very perceptive of you. In trying to accomplish everything, the killer would have been pressed for time. And may have committed an error that could prove crucial to this case. And sometimes certain pieces of evidence could change. In the face of new facts and circumstances, why don't you take another look at all the evidence we have? You think I'll see something in a new light? Is there anything taken from the tomb that's taken on a different meaning now? Oh, one way to figure out is to reconsider each piece based on current understanding.
Furthermore, Dhurke could have committed the crime while being channeled by Miss Fey.
Hold it!
You're saying that Dhurke, who entered the tomb, is the one who killed Mr. Inga?
I am. I stand firm with the prosecution's original charge against the deceased. The only issue is whether that Dhurke was alive or dead.
That's a pretty major issue.
Oh, I beg to differ. For here in Khura'in, death is not the end. It is merely a change in one address, for the Twilight Realm is only the next door over.
Is it really?
It is. Those who have recently passed away may call upon you in the night. Such occurrences are quite common in the kingdom.
She's kidding, right? And all the time I spent here, I'm happy to say that's never happened to me. Yeah, that's a good thing. Me neither.
You need not fear death. Embrace it, along with your guilt. Then may you begin your journey to the Twilight Realm. Now let us end this charade for the eternal glory of Khura'in and its people.
Hold it!
Eternal glory?
Once the king of traitors has been judged, and the rebellion quelled for good, peace and prosperity shall return to our fair kingdom. Then shall the blessings of the Holy Mother usher in an age of eternal glory.
With Queen Amor as the Grand Priestess of Khura'in once more. The people would be freed from subversive elements. Faith would blossom anew.
Oh, but you are too kind. But I have no intention of resuming my position as Grand Priestess.
What?
I relinquish my position as Queen and Grand Priestess to my sister Garan.
You know what, like, strikes me as odd? I would think that she would be against Khura'in, and she's not. And I know this sounds strange, a theory I'm about to propose. I know this sounds strange. What if she's dead? What if she's dead and Garan is spirit channeling her? I mean, yeah, Garan is right across from us. But then again, with all the other crazy ideas I've come up with recently, is it so much of a crazy idea to think that someone who's an expert in spirit channeling can spirit channel while still be fully conscious? I mean, yeah, that does sound a little bit crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that does sound pretty crazy. But I mean, when I have a theory, I present it, no matter how crazy it is. It's just the way I roll.
And now that my would-be assassin is gone, I am truly free at last. Oh ho ho. Perhaps I shall take a trip or expand my horizons with new training.
Queen Amor. Because she was really cold. She was really cold to Dhurke. And it's almost like she's a different person. Because maybe she is a different person, you know what I mean? looks like she's totally over being Grand Priestess and Queen. Well, in that case, I shall introduce you to some wonderful classes that I am taking. If Amara channeled Dhurke, she must have been at the scene of the crime. If so, she may have left something behind. Sure, but the question is, did she? Well, if nothing else, you can always try to get her to testify about something else. Right, but first, maybe a quick review of that. I still think I should go with the, that necklace. Because it looks like the necklace was picked up. Which makes me think that Amar was killed. Because she picked up the necklace. Because she yearns for him. Because there's a picture of the two together. And so Garan had her killed. To basically, this is so convoluted if this is actually true. But I mean, it does kind of make sense why she would pick up the necklace. Especially after showing such callousness towards him. Where is it at? Here.
Objection!
Yes! Alright, cool. Queen Amar. I'm on the right track. Maybe. Possibly. Definitely not. Maybe. I'll take maybe. Or as Skippy says in the Expeditionary Force, the series I'm reading, shmaybe. Yes, maybe I'm on the right track. Does this pendant look familiar to you? Why, that is... We found it in the tomb and it has the minister's blood on it. Which means it was probably dropped in the course of the crime.
Objection!
And I fail to see how it is relevant to your argument. Yeah, well, that's because you're just a big poopy head. Did that not belong to the accused? That's what I thought too. After all, Dhurke had said it did himself. He said that? Yes, but it was a lie. Because I believe it was covering for someone. Covering? How? For who? Wait, was the necklace hers? And she put it on Dhurke? Huh. Okay, yep, I'm not on the right track. Maybe I am. Nope, definitely not. There's a certain piece of evidence that shows the pendant isn't Dhurke's. Well, the only other evidence we have is this. I just realized something. I don't know what this means yet, but I just realized something. There are two necklaces. Or pendants. This one is pink. This one is blue. And I thought maybe they were just on the reverse side, but if you look at the reverse side, there's like a diamond-shaped object back there. Do you see that? There's a diamond-shaped object on the back. So these are two pendants that kind of go together, like a love chain or something. Which means that was Dhurke's necklace. The blue one is his. The pink one is hers.
Take that!
I can't believe I never saw that. That's a photo of the accused's body, is it not? Yes, it is. I'd like to call your attention to a certain spot in it. This right here proves that the pendant that was found in the tomb wasn't Dhurke's. The fact it's blue.
Take that!
There's two pendants. You will notice the object near Dhurke's left arm. It's an identical pendant, except it's blue. I can't believe it took me so long to realize that. Oh, now that you mentioned it. Don't you find that a little strange? Why would he own two of them, but in different colors? Here's what I think. The pendants were meant to go together as a pair. Yeah, I agree with you on that. A pair. If the blue pendant was Dhurke's, then about this pink one with the Minister Inga's blood on it? Who do you suppose it belongs to?
Objection.
Sorry to disappoint, but no fingerprints were found on the pink pendant. Lies! Lies! There is a fingerprint. It's just like smeared or something, right? See, a fingerprint was found on the inside of the lid. Therefore, we have no way of knowing to whom it belongs to.
Objection.
Ah, but that's where you're wrong, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi. I'm guessing you didn't know that this pendant is actually a locket. Come again. Now this is where it gets really interesting. When we open this locket up, we found a fake fingerprint on the back of the lid to be exact. What? So that question is, to whom does the fingerprint belong? Queen Amor. It belongs to you, does it not? Oh. It seems I truly rendered the witness speechless this time around. This cannot be. Mother, tell me it doesn't belong to you.
Niniyuta. I.
Think about it, Queen Amara. Dhurke must realize that you were channeling his spirit. And he had probably figured out who the minister's killer was. And yet, he still claimed that the pink pendant belonged to him.
But why would he do such a thing?
You really don't know? He was protecting you. Because he loved you. He loved you until his very last breath. And beyond.
Aww.
I have one more big secret. I'm afraid I cannot tell you what it is. I'd be betraying a certain someone if I did. Dhurke knew everything, even that he was being used. But he kept quiet, all for your sake.
Dhurke, why do you always...
Well, Queen Amara? Dhurke, the one whose love you never wavered for all these years. Are you going to betray him now?
Dhurke, I...
I thought she was going to change or something. This cannot be. I refuse to accept it. Queen Amar, are you ready to confess to your crime?
I can deny it no longer. The truth is, it was I, Amor Khura'in, who slew Minister Inga.
That's preposterous. Why? This is beyond belief. Beyond belief, fact or fiction? Jonathan Frakes? Well, Mother, why would you?
Forgive me, Nayuta. I never wished to cause you such sorrow. But I had no choice. It was the only way.
The only way. So, in the end, Queen Amor and Dhurke Sahdmadhi. I suppose this means that they were unable to reconcile while he was still alive. I don't think to say the king or the instance of past would have allowed that. They were prisoners of their shared history, so to speak. Queen Amor, there's something I need to know. You had staged a near-perfect crime. So why did you bring this pendant into the tomb with you? You should have known it would come back to haunt you.
I did not really understand it myself. I had nearly been assassinated by my own husband. Yet I could not bear any hatred toward him. I was unable to discard this, or part with it for even a short time. As with Dhurke, I have never stopped loving my husband for the past 23 years.
Mother. So, she really believes it. That Dhurke tried to assassinate her. Wait, why are we getting new evidence? Case is over. Okay?
Your Majesty, is it not time? Time to declare Dhurke innocent. I would ask that you do this for my beloved who now dwells in the Twilight Realm.
Very well then. Your Eminence, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, if you have no further objections. This cannot be. My mother.
I have no objections.
Dhurke, I did it. I finally did it. I proved your innocence without a breakdown, too. Very unique case, but then again, this whole case has been very unique. But. Very well then. Being that Queen Amor still yet lives, we can no longer charge the accused with an assassination that never came to fruition. As to the murder of Mr. Inga, the truth has been laid out for all bear to see. Therefore, I will now pass judgment upon the accused, Mr. Dhurke Sahdmadhi. Hold it? Who the heck said hold it? What are you doing here? Case is over. Your benevolence.
I cannot accept this.
Cannot accept what? Is something the matter, your benevolence?
Queen Amara is lying. It makes no sense. Queen Amara would have never killed my father.
What's with her all of a sudden? Is this some sort of lingering affection towards Nina? Rayfa.
Speak the truth, Queen Amor. Did you really kill my father? Yes, there is no mistake.
She has confessed to the crime, therefore cleared the accused of all suspicion. As such, I see no need to continue these proceedings.
Bobbed head, horned head, are you going to let this stand?
What stand? Dhurke's been proven innocent, yet he's about to be declared not guilty. Even so, something doesn't feel right? Apollo. If you have any doubts, now's the time to raise them. After all, the courtroom is a place for finding the whole truth. But it's all up to you. There are definitely things that don't quite add up. Does that mean that the whole truth hasn't yet been brought to light yet? Should I push to continue this route? Okay. So, as usual, I'm gonna do the, I'm assuming that the game is not gonna let me say no. But it gives you extra story. Is this the right thing to do? Dhurke's been proven innocent, so there's that. But has every last bit of the truth really come out today? Apollo, if you have any doubts, just keep digging deeper. If you can't get to the truth here in the sacred hall of justice, where can you? Right. Your Majesty, I have a feeling we haven't discovered the whole truth. And the only way we'll find it is to continue this trial. Are you kidding me?
Horned head.
This trial's never gonna end. How many twists and turns are we gonna have on this thing? Very well then, will the defense please tell us this? What important fact about this case has yet to come to light? Motive? Question mark? I mean, we know the murder method. Married life? Eh. Queen Amara, there's something I still understand. What was your motive for killing Justice Minister Inga?
That is a fair question, and one that I never shall answer. It was for the future of this kingdom that I slew Inga Khura'in. To avert further tragedy, his death was an unfortunate necessity.
Further tragedy?
Over the past several years, Minister Inga has been rapidly expanding his power. He had established the secret police and was relentless in the pursuit of the insurgents. He had the overwhelming support of the people, but still he was not satisfied. Hungry for more power, he began planning a coup d'etat.
You mean his plot involving the Founder's Orb, which led to Maya Fey's abduction?
Yes, Mr. Inga planned to use the orb to gain access to great spiritual power. After which he would assassinate Khura'in and usurp the throne. His machinations were reminiscent of that terrible tragedy of 23 years ago.
Oh, I forgot about that event, yeah.
And as one affected by that incident, Amara vowed to never allow a repeat of such events. Yes, the Holy Mother delivered unto me the perfect opportunity to fulfill my vow. Security amid the courtyard was rather light due to the rite of channeling. And Inga had barricaded himself in the tomb with his hostage, away from prying eyes. I knew I would never again have such a perfect opportunity, so... At 2 p.m., during the rite of channeling, I slipped into the tomb and slew the minister.
Ooh. Ooh. My bracelet. Apollo. Yep. It seems this trial is far from over. Queen Amor, I believe you're still hiding something. But if you want to keep playing this game of hide and seek, then let's start with that last statement that you just made.
If I must.
Very rock solid. Hate how I can't stop this. Can I just hit the button to like pause? Like this and look around? No, because everything freezes. Yeah. Wait a second. When I pause... Okay, she did blink. I was about to say, it looks like she doesn't blink, but she did blink on that, when I paused it. Oh! Right there's a twitch. Does that go away? That goes away. Yes, we found it. Okay. It's this little twitch in her finger right here. This is the secret. I just gotta wait for this thing to do this. Right there. There's the twitch. Gotcha. So she didn't do it after all? Queen Amor, you're not very comfortable talking about the 2 o'clock radio channeling, are you? I could tell because the finger on your left hand twitched almost imperceptibly what he did.
Oh?
And that pose you make. Is there something about your chest that makes you nervous?
Whatever do you mean?
The murder occurred at 2 p.m. And I'm pretty positive Amor was in the tomb at that time. So then why is she so self-conscious about her chest when she talks about the rite? The rite of channeling didn't Albie snap a picture of it? He did. Queen Amor, I have here a picture of the rite of channeling. It was secretly taken by a certain individual.
Objection!
Yeah, I knew you would.
Such insolence! I would have the perpetrator's name at once!
Sorry, no can do. You see, I just happened to find it on the ground. Yeah, that's it.
Do you take me for a fool?
No, I take you for a witch. Anyway, how about we discuss the photo's origin a little later? Because right now, there's something much more pressing at hand. I believe this photo merits further examination. I just wish there was more to see it then darkness and more darkness. Is it the way she's holding her hands? We might be able to make out a few more details with some image adjustments. Let's ask Emma if she can help. Philip, please summon Detective Sky to the Hall of Justice.
Here you are. I was able to obtain a much clearer image by raising the brightness.
Wow. What's that on her chest? Like she has a skin. That looks like Hai Yo from Suikoden 2. With his mustache there. She's holding her hands different than Amar is. And besides the skin discoloration, I don't see any other things that I've noticed from the image and the way she's holding her hands as well. What's that right there? An injury? No, wait. I think it's a burn scar. Channeling photo, updating the court record. Burn scar? I mean, arsony has been a common thing throughout through this whole case, right? Wait a second. Your Eminence. She doesn't have a burn scar. You don't have a scar like that on your chest. And why are we super zoomed into her chest? Like this is, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't do that. That is not the thumbnail, by the way. What's going on here? That was Amara channeling. The person's photo isn't Queen Khura'in, then who is it? It's Amara.
Take that!
Queen Amara, the person's photo isn't Queen Khura'in. It's you, posing as her, isn't it? What the heck is going on here? The two of you look quite similar, but that's no surprise considering you're sisters. At least when she's not in all Negaverse mode over there. Even the shape and position of your facial tattoos are almost exactly the same. And you are both capable of channeling spirits. Therefore, it would have been easy for you to impersonate Queen Khura'in. Queen Amara, you have a bird scar on your chest, don't you? Please remove your round mandala so we can see what's behind it for ourselves. With all due respect, Your Majesty, of course. With all due respect. Oh. 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 Eek! Shattered, and there's the scar. Look. It's the exact same brand of burn scar that was the one in this photo. I don't understand. I knew it. So the person in this photo really is. Yes, it's Queen Amar. But this is absurd. Are you suggesting they switch places? Amar's confession earlier was also false? What the heck is going on in this case? Mother, what is the meaning of this? Don't you see? This changes everything. We know for a fact that this photo was taken at 2 p.m. The exact time the murder took place. But that would mean that Queen Amara could have possibly committed the crime. That means Khura'in committed the crime. Exactly. She now has an ironclad alibi, but you know who doesn't? So May and Sir Inga's killer couldn't have been Queen Amara. I'm afraid I no longer follow the fits. Was it not Queen Amara who channeled the minister and accused the state of crime? Yes, that fact has not changed. We have evidence placed her at the scene of the crime. And Dhurke could have only been there in the tomb if she were channeling him. Which means, while Queen Amara did use the spirit channeling to stage the crime, she didn't kill Mr. Inga. His real killer is someone else. Bagunga! What's going on here? Was the Merciless covering for someone? Yeah, her own hide. Queen Amara is not the killer, then who is it? Isn't it obvious? Person I've been suspecting all along. Until the game threw a curveball at me and made me think it was someone else. Why was the rite held in the first place if Queen Khura'in wasn't going to perform it? Who was behind the two sisters switching places and for what reason? The answer to these questions, along with the establishment of Queen Amar's alibi. Obliterate a certain someone else's alibi! You're going down, witch.
Take that!
Well, is this some kind of joke? No, your majesty, I could never joke about something so grave. The only one who seemed to have a perfect alibi at the time of the murder was Her Eminence, Grand Sigata Khura'in. Queen Amar, did your sister Queen Khura'in ask you to pose as her and perform the rite of channeling? And did she also have you drive Dhurke's spirit from Miss Fey's body? And then stage the crime to make it look like he was the minister's killer? And at 2 p.m., while you were performing the rite of channeling as Queen Khura'in, did she kill Mr. Inga while disguised as Dhurke? Well, you're merciful in this. So you're just trying to hide it any longer. You need to tell us the truth now! My mother. Justice Minister's Inga's true killer is... Is? What the heck? What? How? Mother, no! I really did it! Your Eminence, my life is yours! Isn't he one of Khura'in's royal guards? What the heck is going on? Queen, Amor! Bailiff, arrested, guardsman! Mother. Someone getting medical attention, stat! Khura'in couldn't have. Could she? Look out. I hate this woman. Someone call for an ambulance, quickly now. Exactly, that's what I said. What the heck are y'all doing? I don't even know where to begin. Dang! That's all I can say. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that thumbs up video, like the video, and subscribe. Much love to all my friends. Hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day, and good Lord. Said that it's beginning in this episode. You hear that music? You know something's about to go down, but oh my god. Ooh. Oh. This is nuts. So long. And take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.